Calm down. Options. Hard 7. We're on hard mode. Oh, you fucker. Shit. We're already fucked. We're already fucked. We can't go out like that. We can't go out like that. How'd the dram runs go earlier? Good. Like, I'm getting way better at the early game, but I'm getting super bad at the late game. Have I ever played this game before? I played this as a kid. I only got to the 3rd level, and I definitely was only on easy mode, because when I first played this, I was like, why are the bullets so much faster than I remember? And then I realized, because I was a kid. I was a kid, and I played games like a bitch as a kid. Okay, that guy. That guy bitch slapped me. You remember this? Yeah, I played this a few other days earlier. You never notice when your Prime sub runs out? That's why you set an alarm on your phone to go reuse it. Duh. Definitely something you want an alarm on your phone for. No, I fucked up. I fucked up there. Watch me, Nene. Thank you so much. Watching me whip. Appreciate the 33 months. In fact, everyone should just check their Twitch Prime right now. You don't have to use it on me, but use it on someone, because, like, fuck letting Jeff Bezos use it. You know, like, Jeff Bezos just keeps your money otherwise. And, like, fuck that shit. Yeah. If you think about it, every Twitch Prime that goes unclaimed is like giving a Twitch Prime to Jeff Bezos. Glizzy, 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 glizzy. Isn't it Andrew Jassy now? Who's Andrew Jassy? I don't know who that is. Was he? Thank you for the prime. I think that's a worthy place. He kicks puppies too. Jeff Bezos. He kicks puppies when you don't use your Prime. I don't know why he does that. It seems unnecessary. You predict the hardest part of this will be the stupid top-down levels? I predict that we're just going to destroy each of these top-down levels, no problem. Wait, is it a treasure train? Aren't subs already 35% off though? This month? Are they finally not 35% off? Let's go. Yo, 35% off subs. They haven't been 35% off since yesterday. Is laser better than fire? Does anyone know? Seems like laser's better. Yo, Giddy Monster, those are practically free. Okay. Queen, those are practically free. Those are practically free. Thank you, Jaywalker. And just for you all, I'm gonna put this glizzy in my mouth. Dude, if I could just jump. Neo! Our land 6. Practically free. Oh, wow. I just fucked myself. Oh, wow. I really just fucked myself. Practically free. That's like free OnlyFans content? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. See, and this is where I think we got to farm a few lives here, you know? The glizzy mess with me? Chat, you know what I don't get is why are they doing a Stranger Things Raw wrestling crossover episode today? Why wouldn't they have done it last week? I get money. Well, no, I understand that. Just seems like They should have done it when everybody cared. The first Raw of the year. I guess there wasn't Raws the last 2 weeks. You know what I hope? I hope they reveal some like deep Stranger Things lore. Only, you know, through like Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho comes out and he's like... he's like, did you know Vecna was trying to recruit Will to be the new Vecna? Wrestling needs a Stranger Things hype? I think it's a mutually beneficial amount of hype. I mean, WWE didn't get mentioned in the show, so. Although that was back in a time where people didn't know Hulk Hogan was racist. There's a Stranger Things play, yeah. And it's apparently got deep lore. Relevant to the show. I'd watch the last episode again. I thought it was just fine. They could have mentioned Larry Bird. Why would they mention Larry Bird? They live in Indiana. He plays for Boston. Also, how do you know they didn't? You never see them poop, but you got to assume they poop, right? He's from Indiana? Yeah, I know he's from Indiana, but what does that have to do with the mid-80s? They do mention the Pacers like twice, don't they? I don't know, do you talk about... I mean, Tom Brady went to Michigan. I don't give a fuck about Tom Brady. Right? Do you have to assume that? Either characters in TV shows are capable of pooping and having off-screen conversations about mundane topics that you all found out about yourself, or they never poop. Can you not spoil Stranger Things, please? Did we spoil it? Did they spoil it? Yeah, that's it. Tom Brady wasn't Larry Bird in college. You guys realize that those kids, though, would have not seen Larry Bird be Larry Bird at Indiana State. And even if they did, they didn't give a shit. They skipped their friend's championship game, and he's their friend. Line killer, I'd worry about her. An adult in the entire series would? Dude, they mentioned the Pacers like 3 times. Are you serious? This is stupid as fuck. You know what? Maybe all the adults, maybe they did all sit around and have a jerk-off session about how great Larry Bird is. Maybe Hopper and his deputies talked about it all the time. But that would be a pretty fucking stupid thing to waste 30 seconds on. Guys are fucking idiots. You think everyone in the 80s, all they just did was jerk off to Larry Bird in Indiana? If anything, they would have talked about the Indiana Hoosiers and Bobby Knight. I don't think any of you are from Indiana if you're saying this. No, I'm gonna go with Houston still. Yeah. It's called world building? Okay, but you guys are complaining they didn't talk about Larry Bird, but they did talk about basketball in the show multiple times. They made multiple references to the Indiana Pacers. Hulk Hogan was bigger than Larry Bird in the 80s. They didn't talk about him either. What is your point? What? This is the dumbest fucking thing to complain about. You guys are fucking. This is. If you're really legitimately saying that, I think you're incapable of enjoying anything. That's insane. I know this is the wildest conversation. Even then, you can assume that any pointless conversation about pop culture topics, like maybe they talked about Madonna. Yeah. This is ridiculous. No, you're not having fun. You're being serious. Don't lie. I'm farming points for lives. Yeah, but that's like, I feel like people are incapable now of like, if a conversation didn't happen on TV, it's like they assume that like characters don't have that conversation. And I think it's pretty safe to say that you would download your information to each other. I don't know how many lives we should do. The kids didn't talk about Star Trek: The Next Generation? Are we serious right now? I feel like the answer to most of these questions is like, you don't want to pay for the IP, right? Yeah, the book, they might have talked about that though, but that's what I'm saying. They might have talked about it. It might have just not been pertinent after Will got kidnapped. This is kind of brilliant. Dude, normal mode is significantly different. Hard mode, they're just, like, I feel like if I could jump, like if I had a low jump, but you just have one size of jump, which like once you get in the air, you're a sitting duck in this game. Yeah. Air equals death in this. Boom, boom, boom. I'm farming. I'm Stardewing right now. That's definitely not true, Buck. But yeah, I thought, like, I don't know. I just thought Stranger Things was a fine ending. Just fine, adequate ending. Have you seen the people that have convinced themselves that it means I need to update why it says 20? They are. They are, though, Empyrean. They are. It's exactly what they are. Right? I mean, what do you really need to think about? How much deeper do you need to go? Well, to be fair, I don't think I think Will as an actor progressively got worse every season. Yeah, I think he was actually pretty good in season 1. I think he progressively became a worse actor every season. Yeah, he got worse every year. Puberty made him a worse actor. Yeah, I mean, I felt like they could have updated everyone's hair a little, like, cause like, I don't know, like your hair, you would have evolved your hair a little bit in the 80s, right? Like 83 hair and 87 hair are not the same thing. Okay, Marino, that happens literally every season though. The end of every season, they're like, hey, we're gonna keep this quiet. And the military's like, cool. Every season, they did that. Every season. Why would that change? What would they do? They either have to kill 20 people, kids included, teachers, right? Or they're gonna talk, right? Or everybody stays quiet and goes back to their lives. They literally did that every season. I don't know why people are hanging on that. That literally, they have an epilogue every year where everything just magically went back to normal despite them committing massive amounts of crimes. You need a welder while you buy me one, or get Red Bull to buy you one? No. No, I will do nothing and help you in no way. You just think it's funny? I mean, they explain, I mean, yeah, but like, why is it funny this season, but it wasn't funny in the first one? You know, I don't know, like, who cares? Yeah. You know what I think? Okay, hear me out. What would you rather, if you're the military, you're the US military, would you rather keep everything hush hush, the super secret mission hush hush, or would you rather admit that a 17-year-old girl took out 4 of your best trained people? In the 80s. In the 80s. Getting away with what? I mean, who's gonna do anything about it, though? Yeah. I thought Nancy was like the only one that actually like character art. Her and Steve. I just think there was less. Listen, there was just definitely less equality in the 80s, okay? Section goes on forever. How many lives are we trying to get? I don't know. What do you guys think? 15? As many as this conversation can carry, I think we've gotten to the end of it. Because I don't want to, like, we've already flirted with spoilers, and I don't want to do spoilers. But then again, also, like, fucking Christ, if you care that much, why haven't you watched it? Farming in the final level is probably more important. I know, I'm losing patience right now for it. You rotate streaming services? I know, but everyone can't live on your schedule. You're gonna watch it, but they don't, and you heard they didn't mention Larry Bird, and you're like, what the fuck? I mean, if you don't want to get spoiled, I would just do it, right? Because, like, if it's not me, it's going to be someone else. Kind of look like I'm jorking it? I am. I think like that is really hard. Like, I want to talk about things, but you're the only people I can talk to about things. Y'all are it, right? Y'all are my people that I talk to about things. What am I supposed to do? I can't call up my buddy and be like, hey man, what'd you think about the finale of Stranger Things? Why not? They'd all be like, why are you talking to me about something that's not football, you fucking weirdo? You could, but it would be odd, right? Me and Jim actually did text about it a little bit, but yeah, I rewatched it before because I was sick last week. So I rewatched it all before it came out. And it was a little bit smarter of a show than we thought it was. But it also wasn't like super complicated. But like the whole like, I don't know, big reveal, like they showed that like in season 2, honestly. They showed it way early. Welcome to Dreary. Yeah, I don't care about it. Right? Why did they mention Kevin McHale? All right, we'll go to 20. What do y'all think? You read it and now you have no interest in it? Book gets real weird in the end? You mean the gangbang? It was not good, to be polite. I thought it was just fine. Thought it was the same as all the other seasons. I thought it was just as good as any of the other ones. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what you wanted. Yeah, I don't know what people can want. But I also think like people just, like it's more popular to hate on the internet and people get influenced by the internet. Like people don't want to be the person that's like contradictory. People don't, listen. People don't want to be the person who likes something that's universally hated. I have this problem right now that I fall asleep every time I turn on Fallout. Not because I don't like it, but Fallout as a Bethesda Fallout is just weird to me. Yeah. Macaulay Culkin's great in season 2. I mean, he's in one episode so far, and like, I don't know. I don't think he's better than he was in Home Alone 2. Like, I just, there's a lot of things I don't even get about, like, the Fallout show. Like, the Brotherhood of Steel dude, like, his whole storyline makes zero sense to me. I just hate what Bethesda has with, like, their Brotherhood of Steel, like, lore in general. I don't like it. Yeah. You skip his parts at this point? Well, it's just like he's clearly dumb as fuck, right? Like his character's dumb. It just, I don't know. I just don't understand what's going on with the Brotherhood at all. I thought he was running from the Brotherhood because he killed someone. Yeah, I love, like, the girl and ghoul storyline is great. I'm into that. But I kind of wish that we would only interact with the Brotherhood through her. I know, but he's just like, he's miserably dumb. Maximus is just an unfun character, I think, for me. And like, yeah, and just like, I don't know, like, I guess I don't get like his artifact. Why is it important? Who cares? I don't know. There's just a lot I don't care. I think we're gonna go to 20. What do you guys think? 20? We're already here. We might as well go to 20. Max it out? Ugh, isn't that cheating a little bit? Music Man for sure. Thank you for 43 months. That's a good point. Make it booze legal. Who, Maximus didn't like his character ever since he couldn't get it in? I guess, like, I just don't remember any relevant thing with Maximus other than his friend being a ghoul. Which kind of sort of came back into play, I guess. Like, I couldn't remember anything that actually happened with him that was particularly, I don't know. Probably no. Fallout. I should go to the slow one, tape down the button, then practice Wendy. I mean, smarter people would just be like, you should just use the Konami code. It's just, it's so long. I feel like I can't do this any longer. Up, up, down, down. Left, right, BA, BA, start. This is for lives. '20's good. You know nothing about this game. You're just bored. I agree. I'm bored too. Can't do it any longer. I'd rather die a hero than farm a pussy. Wait. That didn't come out right, did it? Yeah, that came out way wrong. I feel like really I just need him on the last level, you know? I don't even need lives up until then. I did hear that, yeah. I'd imagine that's like a German thing though, right? Because Germany's is more stringent. Or was. I don't know if they still are. Pussy farming's a hard life. Don't I know it? Don't I know it, baby? All right. That's it. We're about to lose them all on this boss anyway. This game's easy if you cheat. It's true. Is Contra 3 harder than 1 or 2? I've only ever beaten one co-op. I've never beaten one regular, but I have beaten one co-op with like normal lives. I'd say just like this hard mode, like having hard mode is a little bit difficult. Yeah, I am doing weapon swaps. I don't know if there is a hard mode for Contra 1, but I bet there's like a ROM hack that probably increases everything. I didn't realize that the Black Ninja was like a boss, a mini boss in that situation. Okay, that didn't seem fair. Why didn't it shoot? Why did it take so long to shoot? Hard Corps had multiple end pass. I'm not sure. I know this one has an extra boss. Dude, the parallaxing backgrounds on this are fire. I want those backgrounds for my horse racing game. Oh, wow, that's bad. This boss wrecks my ass, chat. Am I dead? Sweet. That was actually the best I've ever done on it. Is he wearing championship belts? What are they wearing? Are they wearing armor only on their gut? Like, what about their arms and chest? I am playing on hardest difficulty. Well, we're gonna lose some lives here, by the way. Okay. Okay. All right. Nope. Nope. Can't go if there's bad guys. Okay. I hate this fucking boss, chat. Okay. I don't know how to... Okay, yep. Okay. That's fine. Oh, we've lined it up. We've lined it up. We've lined it up. Oh, we've lined it up. God, dude, it's so hard to line that shit up. It legitimately is so hard. Oh, it hurt. That one hurts my fucking brain. Hurts my brain. It spins more when you die. Well, it's like spinning one way and then you have to spit like counter spin and get yourself in a good spot. Where can I farm lives here? Not there. Just before the boss rush? Okay. Okay. I mean, this feels cheap. This feels cheap, but also like this is a good spot. There's a lot of dudes. Yeah, there's a lot of dudes in this area. Tape the button, let's horse race. The game's being cheap to me, so you gotta be cheap back to it. Listen, YouTube comments. I kind of want to hear your take on this. Fair and legal, not a cheat code. A little, I mean, I'm a little torn. On one end, it is like the game's fucking me, so it's just me fucking it back, but it's in the game, EA. The game's not that bad. No, I will say, like, I'm definitely learning more and more. Like, there's areas where I may not know how to dodge bullets, but, like, I know to, like, save bombs for them. You know what I mean? How is it any different than Infinite Lives in Mario with a shell in the corner? This spot's fast, dude. Like, this spot's fast, I gotta say. I feel like you don't even do the first spot. You just come here. For me, I'll need about 40 plus lives. I don't think you can get that many. Is using Feather and SMW cheating or the Tanuki suit? I mean, I guess if you're just trying to beat the game, right? I'm just trying to beat games that I couldn't beat as a child and that I never heard anyone beat. Like in my real, you know what I mean? Like that's the point of the series. Beat games that I couldn't fucking beat as a kid. I don't think so. We didn't lose that many. I guess we did. We were down to 9. Convincing myself in real time. Super Star Wars was actually insane. Growing up, you never knew anyone who beat Battletoads? I have a buddy, Kyle, who still talks about the day he watched me beat Mike Tyson. And it's kind of fucking hilarious. But it is one of those things where like now, right in our era of summoning salt and blindfolded runs, we've all seen Tyson go down. But that was like a legit thing. Like from 1987 to like 2005, a lot of people never saw Mike Tyson lose. Like in the video game. We all saw him lose in real life a lot. Can I give you one of my hottest sports takes? People overinflate Mike Tyson's boxing career because of Mike Tyson's Punch Out and how unbeatable he is in that game. Why am I yelling? Probably because I'm shooting a gun. I think everybody's career, I think all the famous video game people have a little bit of a, like anyone that's like associated with a video game, I think their career gets a little inflated by people because the video game's so large. Like, I'm not hating on John Madden, but he's just like a pretty good coach and a pretty good commentator, right? Bill Lambier might be the exception. Yeah, Tony Hawk is, I mean, you could make the argument that Tony Hawk wasn't even the best skater in his own game. By 2 people. Ken Griffey Jr. might actually be appropriately mythicized. Bill Lambier's a basketball player. Tony Hawk was a punchline when that game was released. I don't know if he was a punchline, but like that game released, he did the 900 and then that game released like right afterwards. Like it was like this beautiful combination of promotion for Tony Hawk, right? Rodney Mullen is the best skateboarder ever, and then I'd argue Bob Burnquist is probably better than Tony Hawk all time. Maybe not when the first game came out, though. Bob Burnquist probably wasn't better when the first game came out, to be fair. I don't think Wayne Gretzky could get any bigger. Tony Hawk's 900 wasn't the first. It was the first in like a competition. But even the competition, right? They extended the competition so he could do it. Tony Hawk changed skate culture for the worse. I would disagree. It definitely brought it more popular, but after Tony Hawk, the number of professional skateboarders multiplied by like 50. Yeah. Skateboard culture, it's like anything though. Skateboard culture is like anything. It's really, really great. The best point of skateboard, or the best point of any culture or anything, is the come up. That's the best time. When it's doing this, that's the best time, right? It doesn't matter what it is. Speedrunning, GDQ, doesn't matter what it is. This is the golden age, right? And then here is where it gets capitalismed. You know? Y2J is going to be on. Yeah, and then it gets capitalismed and sucks all the soul out of it slowly. Yeah, but that's for everything, right? As speedrunning, oh yeah, speedrunning, absolutely. 100%. Has speedrunning been capitalism yet? Yeah, that's my bad. I might be partially responsible for that one. That's my bad, right? When is Kaizo Colo gonna lose its soul to capitalism? Well, lucky for Kaizo Colo in particular is that Kaizo Colo's new capitalistic overlord already lets me do whatever I want. Right? They already let me do whatever I want. They're already like, oh, that's a bad idea. Let's do it. That was a good fight. That was definitely the best fight I've ever put in there for that. I think I'm gonna keep this spread shot. Shit. Oh, wow. He died real quick. He died real quick. Fuck me, dude. Dude, that whip. do on this guy. MMA is the top for combat. You grew up huge into boxing. I mean, MMA fighters don't get paid shit. Boxers get paid a shit ton of money. To the point where even UFC's own boxing company is paying all their people a lot more money. I would argue that most of the MMA guys would box if they had the chin. Or the lifetime of training that boxing takes. MMA, you get into a little late. Well, I mean, as it gets more popular, it's going to change where you got to start early and earlier. If money equated to skill, but that's just not how it works. Can I tell you what's not equating? MMA guys have no chin. That's usually what it is. They can't take punches. Really regret that. Yeah, they can all take a punch way better than I can. Okay. I've never been this far. I've never been this far. I prefer boxing when it's good fighters, but like, what do I got? Canelo? And it is the end of his times? What is happening here? What is happening here? How am I supposed to do it? What am I supposed to do? Shit. What the fuck is happening? Die, bro. How? How do I get that one again? Shit. 7? Are we done? Or is there another one? Oh my god, how much more can there be? Yeah, now we're definitely going on this. Now we're definitely going on this. 90s MMA was rough. What is happening here? What is happening here? Okay, well. Dude, that boss could have fucked me up if I didn't learn how those arms were flopping all over the place. Way to go! You've conquered the toughest Contra challenge yet. There you go. There you go, YouTube. Hardest Contra there is, bitch. Your heroic deeds have restored peace to a war-torn world. The alien forces have been destroyed by a gaming champion. Your efforts will not be forgotten. Is every Contra about aliens invading? I heard Hard Corps is actually way harder. If the people want Hard Corps, I'll play Hard Corps. Listen, I'll play Hard Corps. Honestly, though, I've been leaning towards Bionic Commando, Maximum Carnage for 2 of the next games. Bionic Commando and Maximum Carnage were 2 of the ones I'm leaning towards. I mean, I'll let you guys vote. Bionic's pretty short, I know. I know it's hard as shit, but it is relatively short, which, like, length of the game, like, this game was pretty short, right? Like, if this game had 4 more levels, this would have been triple the time it took. This game only being 6 levels. Granted, 6 really fucking hard levels, but the one thing that this game has for it is, like, the same thing happens every time. So as long as I do the same thing, the game's gonna do the same thing. I've thought about doing like, okay, like $20 worth of quarters for games and see if I can beat them. Like I got $20 worth of quarters, right? Which I think $20 is a acceptable amount if you're trying to like beat an arcade game. I think that's acceptable. And then we do $20, we go through it, we win or lose, right? I do have an actual arcade cabinet. Arcade Ninja Gaiden? No way would I beat an Arcade Ninja Gaiden on $20. 20 bucks was a lot of quarters back then. Hey, some of them might be 50 cents though, chat. Turtle, I think the reason I'm saying 20 is because me and my friend as kids each brought $20 to the arcade to beat Simpsons one year. Our parents were in bowling league together, and our parents would just let us run around the bowling alley with no supervision at all, because that was fine back then, right? And they'd give us $20. Well, usually they'd give us like $5 in quarters, and we had to make it last all night. But one day we brought $20, like each. We had $40 total. And we were like, I'm gonna fucking go. You soloed Simpsons on $20? Me and my son were playing it, and I felt like we were getting pretty close to 20 bucks. Where can you recommend games? Discord, here, really wherever. Wherever your local games are sold. Most games are 2 to 4 quarters to play. I think tomorrow, chat, what I'd like to start tomorrow is a 6-game Archipelago multi-world randomizer solo, doing completely by myself, okay? And it's just 2D Zelda games. Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, Minish Cap, Zelda 1, 2, and 3. Oh, Link's Awakening DX. So 7 games. Probably take me like a week. I'm guessing it's going to take at least a week, right? $40. Yeah, I feel like $5 is more accurate. $5 is 20 quarters. That's a lot of quarters. Maybe we do it to $10. You also had Nickel Arcade back then? All right, listen, dude, I'm not that fucking old. Okay, don't hit me up with that. I'm absolutely not that old. All right, not even close to that old. No, we didn't use a continue. Actually, we didn't use a continue. We did farm a lot of lives though.
Apparently, the game is crazy difficult.
No, I've never played it. Nickel Arcade there to the day. I'm a man. I'm 40. You still want to play Choice 10 cabinet? I have a... Oh, who did I... Megacade. Megacade did my cabinet. And I can't express enough about Megacade, right? Megacade, I thought, like, their arcade's amazing. I love everything about it, right? Very, very, very in love with it. So I'm not shading them or, like, the work they did or anything else. I am literally saying right now that having an arcade cabinet with every single video game that's ever existed on it is choice paralysis to a T. And if anything, it just gets kind of difficult to do it, to like figure out a game and to buy a game. I don't know. Or like play a game. It's just awkward, right? It's just weird. I never use it, ever. I would sell it. I literally would sell it, but getting it out of my house would be so hard. The paralysis of your Steam library is that? At least Steam, I'm like constantly buying a new game. Like this is like, it's got every game from like 2022 to previous. Like literally, Switch games, it's got everything, right? And I just like, what am I going to play? Like, what do I want to play? Like in all reality, there's like 12 arcade games I really enjoy playing. I play a lot of pinball on it. Yeah, I did beat the game while you were on the phone. I play a lot of pinball on it. Star Races. Did I ever sell my old racing rig? I gave it to Dr. Seal. I just gave it to him for free. Has he done anything with it?